up losing this one. But we'll see if Entity can take game 2 and get the clean sweep, or if D1 Hustlers are going to force us into a game 3 for our last chance lives, right?
Yeah, when it really matters, go with the Jug. It never works out. I feel like this hero needs some kind of amp. Like, he needs something that he can farm with. Battle Fury, okay, maybe he needs a Magnus, Ogre, some type of a, buff. Beastmaster provides some in the team fight, but it's not like hero that buffs him up the most, I would say. It's a god tier Legion Commander game. I don't know what happened to this hero. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm having a bad... Probably, most likely, I'm having a bad read about this hero's situation in general. But ever since the patch dropped, I feel like this hero is very viable. Professional teams don't agree with it. Like, it pops up from time to time, but I think there are situations. And this one looks really, really good. You're playing into so many things you can dispel. Roar, Lasso... Shearing Chains, Arrow. I mean, you're going to be looking to get that level 20 talent as soon as possible. AoE, press the attack, and also in terms of the laning stage, this hero is very strong. Tio?
Let's see, Flame Break, Fishman, Arcane Curse, and now trying to get this kill here onto Fishman, but it gets close to the tier 1 tower, so just like Katomi did to the Jug bottom, there will be harassment on those heroes, on the silencer for the side of Entity. You take a look at the triple split here, and you've got a Spirit matchup over mid, and probably a little bit easier than the Winter Wyvern Ember matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be much better for Xantic this time around. He does shine on these Spirit heroes, plays Kunkka really well, one of his better heroes overall. It's just the hero is not as good. But I'm looking this bottom lane. I feel like Entity, they cannot mess it up. You get close, you get overwhelming odds, get extra attack speed. It's going to take me like another year or so to be able to adjust to the recent changes to Legion Commander, where press the attack gives you movement speed and overwhelming odds gives you attack speed. But every single time Jug gets close, overwhelming odds in his face, couple of right clicks, sticky bomb, level 2. He's definitely a first blood material. Potentially even Hakoda before he gets a leap.
So just keeping an eye on this bottom lane. Now looking over towards top. Watson not dying in that first one. So we'll see if they can get a kill here onto the Monkey King, onto Watson in this second game. Right now, he's 6-2. And I'm kind of keeping it close and even with what Shad's getting in the bottom lane. He's gone 1-1 to start on this Jug. Is there any lane that really looks like a bloodbath to you?
Could be this bottom lane, because Hakoda just showed that he has point in Sacred Arrow. So, no leap charges available. I think it gives opportunity for Katomi to connect with the Sticky Bomb, blast off. Overwhelming odds. Also love the build of
Flame Break.
Just going for the bracers.
One grenade.
Okay, Fishman.
Yeah, Firefly and a kill there. They'll at least get that. Thinking about turning it around. Now he's got the Jingu. Divo Lama not dealing with a lot of health, but Watson staying forward. And he'll pop that stick. Get a little bit of life under his belt and start to get some back with the Jingu. Meanwhile, Shad's sitting here at about half health. He's trying to use this level 1 healing ward to get as much life back as he can.
Toby, complete free farm in this lane. 13-7, a lot of denies. Once he gets the phase boots, this hero can't really die. You can see Hakoda also killing the creep immediately. Lane's gonna push in now, and maybe they can get the pull. There is small camp available, but Shad not getting close to those creeps at all. Double bracer. This just screams lane domination. Mid lane, I praise that Xantic. He's doing extremely well. 23-4 against 17 on Void Spirit.
Is this the way the matchup's supposed to go?
I've seen it go both ways, I would say. I do like more Ember Spirit in this matchup, just because he has, like, magical compared to...
Hakoda?
Well...
Getting chased down by a techies.
Yeah, that's the problem with the build on Mirana. I don't think you can afford to not skill Leap in this matchup.
Because then you're just asking to get hit by Blast Off, right?
Pretty much. And then if you get like level 3, your build is gonna be 1-1-1, which is kind of meh. I feel like you need to have more points in Starstorm.
So do you think Hakoda foregoes the leap and then goes Starstorm?
Yeah, you gotta take the leap now in level 3. I mean, you cannot take the leap, die one more time. This is the second option. You choose what you want to go for.
Right. So, let's see. As he is sitting level 3.
Very intense moment right here.
I'm interested. Sticky Bomb. Arrow, take out that range creep. Blade Fury. Shad, though, still sitting low. Doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. And Healing Ward on cooldown. Only has 1 charge in that wand when it comes back off cooldown. Top lane, Divalama, plus Theokor both running away here from Watson. But Watson, he's only got about a sliver of health. If he gets caught out a little bit too far without the Jingu, may just die. And it was that level 2 in the Starstorm, by the way, for the Mirana.
Let's see if Kataomi finds an opening. Level 2 Sticky Bomb, Blast Off available. Could get another kill here. But he sees that Hakoda's level 3. Gonna start with Sticky. Doesn't connect.
I didn't get enough stick on it. Theokor, Arcane Curse. Fishman just trying to chase him down. Endless Strike. Watson now with the Jingu fighting Divalama. He doesn't have any help, and here comes Theokor. He's not even needed. Divalama just gets the kill into Watson.
I think he missed Boundless on Beastmaster. Because I just clicked onto the lane to see what's going on. I was keeping an eye on Theolikor to see if he's going to drop. But, yeah. Not having a good time in this lane. Like, both safe laners are struggling.
Yeah.
Shad level 4 coming
arrow.
back.
Nothing. Never mind. Fake eye. Fake eye. Take that back. That was the first time they were able to kill Watson in this series. Game's already different than the last one. We'll say this Legion Commander is having a very good time.
As expected, this is last pick Legion. You picked this hero to dominate the matchup. Good for the game, multiple dispels that you have. Stormer. No mana whatsoever.
Yeah. No mana to work with. Katoom is here a little bit late, but the blast off the Sticky Bomb. Ooh. Exantic looking for a high five instead. He's not even going to die. They've got Theokor coming around from behind. Sticky Bomb down. Firefly. Theokor is right on top of this Techies. And, well, they're going to feed another one over. Or will they? Theokor onto the tower. He ends up dying. Now they've got Exantic with the Arcane Curse on him. Last word. Is it enough damage? You're only level 4 on Fishman. Fine. And he will be fine. Last word pops. Arcane Curse is no longer on him.
They initiated on Techies who had a shield rune on. So that's extra 420 HP. Very nice, fun number. And we can see adjustment already being made by Divalama in this game. In the previous one, he played against Doom. Didn't want to go for Helm of the Dominator. Turned it into Helm of the Overlord. Because of that level 15 talent. This time around, we'll adjust it and go for it. Hit an earlier timing, I would say. Instead of just buying auras. Stormer getting caught again.
And this time, Resonant Pulse shield is enough for now to help him stay alive. He's also got a couple sips on this bottle. But it's going to be that 8-minute mark, and they got to try and control the rune. And what you do as Ember is you throw a Remnant on one spot, go to the other, and hope you can get something out of it. Watson getting chased. Flame Break. He's in trouble. He looks like he's just going to burn out, but the Endless Strike. Oh, not enough. They get Watson again. Theokor falls. Divalama now on the run. Kobe coming over. Primal Roar is used. Fishman off to the side. Meanwhile, mid lane chasing down Stormer gets the Resonant Pulse off. They've got the Searing Chains. There's the blast off at the same time. Going to the Sticky Bomb. Sleight of Fist. It's going to explode. They get the kill on Exantic. They were chasing top. They get a kill mid, and he just goes in a little bit too far to that Resonant Pulse at level 4.
Watson, I see Orb of Corrosion in his quick buy. He commits to it. Like in this situation, you most of the time want to pick up just Maelstrom. This is your way to come back into the game.
Right.
He's sitting at 3,000 net worth. Still think that it could give them some kills, but let's say that he invested into this item slightly earlier. He would survive because of extra HP there. Maybe gets a Jingu, survives another one, gets some extra XP, pushes him closer to level 7. So not committing to these early items early on can be a very bad choice, especially if you go for them later. But looking at the net worth, Xantic on top of it with his Ember Spirit, and then Legion Commander. We are still yet to see the duel. Toby has a complete free farm in this bottom lane. No one wants to be there.
Double Bracer, Phase Boots, and going into the Blade Mail for a Legion Commander. So he'll do what he can. They lost that top tier 1. Blast off right down on a Llama. They've also got Theocore as well as Hakoda here, but Watson jumping in. They get the kill to Katomi. They'll lose Theocore. 2 dead on the side of D1 Hustlers, and finally Leaps available for Hakoda. They'll use the Astral Step to take up the Courier from this Mirana. And they get 2 kills, and we're even at 6, 10 minutes into the game. Ooh, Aether Remnant lead. Almost.
Entity would play with Legion Commander, but since there's a lot of pressure on Watson, they need to help him out. Toby does have duel available, but where's the follow-up?
Yeah, none here yet, and maybe wanting the techies to have that blast off, but they're just not close enough. So the duel's not going to get him damage, and they only had a little bit of control, but Stormstormer is just too far away. He only had 1 step, and I don't think that was going to get him the range to get in there for an Aether Remnant follow-up.
My favorite, just getting duel, lock him down in place. He's not getting the farm while he's dueled, so that's a positive thing. Neither are you, but...
but it's equal, which is okay. I think Toby with this Blade Mail is going to be enjoying life once he grabs this. But go again, Aether Remnant connects. They go to the Global Silence. They've got themselves the blast off with a Blood Grenade, and that is going to be a deaded Xantic again. So he falls mid. Theocore is there to just watch, and Hakoda can't do much either. He's only level 5.
Both supports level 5, while Entity does have Silencer, who just hit level 7. Katomi got level 6 as well from that kill. Let's get some dual damage going. Play with Toby.
Might wait on the next duel to just grab this Blade Mail. Yeah, he had the gold for it. Why not grab it? Some uncontrollable damage that'll come out from D1 Hustlers.
Yeah, Batrider, Ember Spirit's also okay. You duel him on top of Flame Guard.
Yeah.
Juggernaut with the spin. Lasso still not available. In terms of tower damage, Ember Spirit doesn't provide you with much. Dalai Lama also being here with his Centaur Conqueror.
They're coming around.
Also
They're
not
smoked.
providing much, so Entity seems like they want to take this fight.
Leap in, Starstorm. Toby was looking to maybe get that duel off. They weren't able to get the control there onto the Ember Spirit. If they'd landed the Aether Remnant, they probably have the time to get the duel. But unable to get in quickly enough. They found Theocore though. And that should be a dead Batrider after all is said and done. Stormstormer getting that kill, and all of a sudden, it's 8-6 at the moment in favor of Entity. They don't have a net worth lead, but they are starting to feel themselves a little bit. And they finally picked up this Blade Mail on Toby.
I think I found my answer why Legion Commander is not picked as much. Looks good, dominates the lane. Everything checked, everything looking good. But then again, how do you initiate? Because you want to build into Blade Mail. You can't just be, oh, I'll blink in, duel. You're not going to get dual damage unless you're playing with the hero like Skyrot Mage, maybe Techies now that he's level 6. But kind of difficult to find openings. Even though, in terms of heroes that can join, like soak up some of the damage, try to set things up. You have Techies, Void Spirit, Monkey as a position 1, does tend to join relatively early on. But still sitting at 0.
Well, there used to be that extra dual cast range. Just that extra 100, right?
Yeah, that
Balance
was
strike.
talent before.
Blast off and global. Shad's dead, and you can see Toby coming over like, wait, no, please, I want to duel you. No.
It seems like he needed Shaman in this game with Max Shackle and Hex, so he can get close and get that dual damage off.
He's like, I bought phase boots just for this exact moment. Can't get there. So 4-staff Lotus Orb for Techies queued up. I'm still waiting for my Rod of Atos Yules again.
It's too good of a Lotus game again. You're playing into Jug, Batrider, Beastmaster. You throw it onto a target, let's say Void Spirit, who goes in. Even Monkey, like you're not going to get forward.
Aether Remnant down, Primal Roar used, and there's the kill in a Stormstormer. They dissipate the storm.
Moonlight Shadow immediately. No global silence to disengage. Finally,
lasso.
Field Core does have lasso available, but won't be able to find anything. I'm going for the same item build again. Feels like they lack control, lack that first initiation, so going for Blink Dagger.
Watson. He's got that Echo Saber. And what's he getting here? Got himself that Orb of Corrosion you were talking about.
He managed to recover.
That Harpoon at some point. You a big fan of Harpoon?
Yeah, this item just seems...
You think it should be a skill shot?
OP. I think it needs mana cost, first of all. I'm not sure why it's 0 mana. Same for Nullifier. These two items just seem a bit too strong for current Dota, I would say. Like, you don't see Nullifier... sorry, you don't see Harpoon being built as much. Sure, like on heroes like Monkey, Slark, Magnus, it seems OP. Maybe I'm missing a hero, probably missing one. Sven is also the one that like loves to buy it, but other heroes not as much. It's still not in OD Meteor Hammer territory, where you're like kind of locked into it, at least in the previous patches.
Harpoon Meteor Hammer builds.
Oh yeah,
that sounds pretty good. Oh.
Battle Fury finally done. Shad is going to continue to farm up. Has the same amount of farm as Void Spirit.
Flame Break down to the low ground, and Fishman is going to die. That was all done. Flame Break, low ground, lasso, kill. See you later. 2K net worth here for D1 Hustlers. And it's looking like Monkey King's going to be building into this Deso. And Legion still 0 dual damage, but almost has the blink. Almost.
This is it. This might be it.
Hey, he did get the level 10 talent, so he will be catching up a little bit more quickly with the +8 bonus dual damage if he does get those victories. Wukong's Command, Boundless Strike, dead is Steel Core. Watson is going to get a second here. He'll finally die to Exantic, but Stormstormer's in with the Omni Slash now bouncing around. They get the kill on the Stormstormer. Blade Fury duel. Oh no! Got it! Toby getting the victory. They've got the silence onto this Ember. He's looking to come back around. The Searing Chains as well as the Sleight of Fist. They'll get the kill on a Fishman. Toby can't do anything about that. So a 3 for 3 and
not in that fight.
18 dual damage for Toby?
It was a rough one. Like mid difficulty. If he fed first dual damage and Exantic, he's still not done.
Searing Chains, Blade Mail, and Exantic's gonna get a kill there on a Toby. Shad with the tip. Take the 50 shards.
I count this as ultra kill. In my book, almost a rampage.
Almost
Level
rampage.
14 on Ember Spirit. I mean, he's going into Manta style to be able to dispel. This is going to be really early Manta style. Dispel this Arcane Curse, Global Silence. So you can jump out of the trouble.
Let's see. Can he get another duel here? He's got Blink now, so maybe they're going to work off that, right? Got that duel off the hard, valiantly fought fight. But still 4K down. Davilama, he's just kind of quietly farming. He's got the Helm of the Dominator, Helm of the Overlord coming out in full when the courier delivers that recipe over to him. Ooh, Arrow. Fake hype.
Again.
Well, you know, Arrow is always one of those, like, it either is or it isn't. You're either going to go in or you're not. 50-50. Fake hype, real hype. Ooh, wait, duel. Blade Mail, look at the damage and the blast off unneeded. I forgot, you're also getting dual damage. You're also getting intelligence now with that level on the glaives. Infinite scaling
lineup. Here we go.
I knew what you were going to say. Arrow again. This time, not fake hype. Moonlight Shadow, Astral Step, able to assimilate, and, well, I think the panel was talking about Void Spirit being that hero where it's like, okay, dissimilate, Astral Step away, I'm 2 screens over, bye-bye.
Yeah, something about Void Spirit other than being universal hero, I have a problem with his level 15 talent. This outer dissimilate ring, this is level 20 talent in my book. It just seems too OP. This was his earlier shard. We moved it to 15, which is, you know, a bit of sus, I would say.
So it's not how you say les balances.
No. And the D1 Hustlers are going to use this opportunity, go inside the Roche pit and take it. Entity not ready to contest.
We've seen this, but we were talking about it before, how it used to be the opposite, right? Team with the net worth lead or the control of the game, they don't end up with the first Aegis, but this time, D1 Hustlers, they've got the net worth lead, and they do have the Aegis now, and they kind of control the fate of the game for the next few minutes or so.
Seems like they caught a glimpse of the Olicorp. We'll use a scan. He went to a different side.
Went to the Lotus Pool. No diving in the Lotus Pool.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's
And back through the Twin Gate. They are identical twins. Actually, I mean, look at the two. Yeah. Identical Twin Gates. Not fraternal. So, Beastmaster, of course, with that helm going with the Ancient Black Dragon. Mid lane. Fishman off of the trees. Ooh, arrow, sleight of fist, searing chains, and now Watson thinking about helping out. They'll go blink. Oh, Manta getting the kill on a Fishman. Ooh. Oh, Manta style. Damn. Going in with the Wukongs, but Diva Llama on the edge of it. Flame Break trying to push him out. They go to the duel. They've got themselves the arrow. They go to the lasso. They might be able to get the duel damage here for Toby, and they do, just barely. Watson trying to survive. The blast off a little bit too late. They look over Katomi. They've got themselves the disarm. Xantic low, surviving. Force Step out of the high ground. There's a sleight of fist. Sticky bomb down at Xantic. Now under the guise of the Moonlight Shadow. They got the kill on the Stormstormer as well. And just TPing away while Toby runs all the way away.
That was a rough fight again for Entity. It's just almost a disaster. Like, they are getting some of the kills, but Chad Xantic, he's going ham in a couple of last fights. First, he Manta dodges the duel, so Toby doesn't commit for it, and then gets out of the trouble, kills Fishman. Fishman did have buyback. He's one of the players that is not afraid to buy back, come back into the fight. Had TP available, had global silence, but did not want to commit this time.
Maybe feeling that it was too late. All of a sudden, it's an 8,000 net worth lead. And they're still working with this Aegis. They're getting some dual damage, so Toby kind of coming back into it in terms of having that. See how much that'll matter as the time goes by. Initially, they wanted the Ember, but that Manta usage by Xantic looking really good.
And going into Lincoln's next, so another layer of protection against global silence, against duel. He's going to be very difficult to kill. They need to land a blast off, Monkey King stun, maybe a remnant pull to be able to control him. And he's still holding on to Aegis for another 2 minutes, so will not be dying anytime soon.
Who is Lincoln?
Yeah, who's that guy?
Who's that guy? It ain't Jess. BKB being built here for Monkey King. And I think BKB was being built for Toby as well, yeah. So they'll have a interesting BKB timing. Manta's still being built for Stormstormer.
Watson also doesn't feel like he needs to disassemble Echo Saber. Instead bought an extra Ogre Axe, so we'll get a bit of a later BKB. Still, he packs a punch. If he's inside Wukong's command, he was on the edge of it. They could, like, roar him out of it, potentially.
Watson?
They could flame break, lasso.
Whew. Just getting away on that one. This should be an easy tier 2 tower, though. Do they even go for the Tormentor afterwards, too, right?
Well, they do have damage, that's for sure. In terms of sustain, they could be caught. Because right now, Entity is not showing many heroes on the map. Stormstormer's on the top.
Yeah, lasso. Lasso used. Stormstormer trying to survive. And there's the Dissimulate as well as the double Astral Step. They should be able to get the kill there on a Fishman. Flame Break. Not going to be enough as they do lose the Silencer, but Global used, and they do end up getting Stormstormer away, which I think is the most important part of that exchange. Watson with 2 charges on this Deso, he's not really Oh, now he's got the BKB going Shadow Blade. Sorry. Go for it.
Could have been a different type of a fight. Hakoda has Lotus Orb for himself, so can remove Global Silence. Multiple heroes have ways of dispelling things, and then you can still go for Searing Chains into Arrow combo, even if they pop Global with Manta plus Lotus.
Mm-hmm.
And Xantic holding on to double damage. Aegis is about to expire. They want to take a fight knowing that Global Silence is down.
Chad casually taking this Tormentor by himself, giving Bat Rider a shard, and there's the Aegis expiring, so Ember Spirit back up to full health, full mana. All the while, the Tormentor on the side of Entity is going to be taken by them as well, so the shard will go to Silencer, so some more scaling. Oh, Arrow.
He found him.
Watson getting killed off. Hakoda getting the credit for that one, and Theocore tipping over to Hakoda. Watson dead 5 times this game. He didn't die once in game 1, but now game 2 has been a much more stressful environment for him. As the lasso is out, the arrow follow-up. Fishman press the attack on him. They go to the duel, but he's pulled away. This is a problem. Fishman trying to help out. The Primal Roar is used, and winner chicken dinner.
Oh god,
for the
he got the double.
Oh gosh, 48 duel damage.
Now buy Daedalus right now on Mirana.
Seriously, Kataomi gets chased by a Xantic. This might just be over.
Yeah, after catching Monkey King, they had the Deep Observer Ward, which was pointed out from Monkey. He's like, I know that they can see him, and this is the big timing for them. This Helm of the Overlord creep, Inner Beast, they have the spells against Global Silence, and Legion Commander Toby sitting at 64 damage, while position 4 Mirana has 48.
Oh. The double duel. It's a good hack, right? A little life hack for you if you know you can win the duel. Lotus Orb.
Usually, you don't want to buy Lotus against Legion Commander.
It worked. Now he's hitting real hard. He's got basically 152 damage. Now a little bit more. The numbers are changing. Sorry, it was 48 before, and now it's 64. Oh, it was 58 before, and now it's 64 or 40. I don't know. The numbers changed. Oh, well, Global Silence and press the attack. Look for the Boundless Strike, but he's stunned up, in some trouble. BKB, but the Primal Roar, they've got the lasso. They get the kill to Watson. He's dead for 53 seconds. Kataomi will fall. Toby with the Blade Mail, the BKB. It's not going to matter. They'll call GG. We're going to a game 3, and D1 Hustlers don't have to change their name just yet as they hold on to this series and force it to a 3rd.
They like this name better. Xantic popped off completely.